The garage door was half open when I pulled into the driveway. Strange. Marcus never left it open, not in winter, not with my car inside. I killed the engine and sat there, watching my breath fog the windshield. The house stood quiet, dark except for the kitchen light bleeding through the curtains. Then I heard it. His voice. My stepson, 23, living in our basement while finding himself between jobs. His father, my husband, paid for everything. I said nothing. Marriage is compromise, they told me. But his voice now wasn't talking to his father. Yeah, I already cut the brake line. See you at his funeral tomorrow. Pause. Then laughter. Cold, bright, unfamiliar. I didn't move. My hand stayed frozen on the door handle. My heartbeat didn't race. It stopped entirely, then restarted. Slower. Heavier. Through the gap in the garage door, I could see him, phone pressed to his ear, leaning against my car, the one his father bought me for our anniversary. Marcus was pacing, animated. She won't suspect anything. He drives like a maniac anyway. One bad turn on the highway and boom. Inheritance split 2 ways instead of 3. My throat closed. Not with fear, with recognition. I knew that tone. I'd heard it before, in his father's voice, years ago, when he thought I couldn't hear him on the phone with his ex-wife, negotiating, calculating, measuring people in dollars. I backed out of the driveway, slowly. No headlights, no sound, just the whisper of tires on asphalt and the hammer of my pulse against my skull. I parked 3 blocks away, hands on the wheel, engine ticking as it cooled. My phone sat in my lap like a loaded gun. Call the police. Call David. Scream. I did none of those things. Instead, I opened my contacts and scrolled to a name I hadn't touched in 2 years. Alan, mechanic. He answered on the second ring. It's late, he said, gruff, familiar. I need a tow, I said. Now, no questions. Silence. Then, where? I gave him the address, told him to come quiet, no lights, no company logos. What's this about? He asked. Saving a life, I said. Whose? I hung up. David was at a conference, Boston. He'd left that morning, kissing my forehead in the kitchen while Marcus watched from the table, chewing toast like a cow chews cud. Take care of her, David had said to his son. Marcus had smiled. Always do, Dad. I'd felt something then, a flicker, unease I couldn't name. Now I had a name for it. Malice. I sat in the car and replayed the last 6 months. The way Marcus started asking about David's will, casual, over dinner. Just curious, Dad. You ever update that thing? The way he'd offered to tape my car for an oil change last week. I'd declined. He'd looked annoyed. The way his girlfriend, some woman I'd never met, started calling the house at strange hours, hanging up when I answered. I wasn't paranoid. I was awake. Alan arrived in 40 minutes. No logo, no lights, just a flatbed and a man who owed me a favor from when I didn't report him for working under the table. You're sure? He asked, hooking the chains to my car. I nodded. Marcus was inside now. I could see his shadow moving past the basement window, probably texting her, probably planning how they'd spend David's life insurance. Where to? Alan asked. I gave him an address. Not the police station, not a repair shop. David's office. The executive parking garage where his name was painted on the wall in block letters. Leave it in his spot, I said. Keys on the seat. And this, I handed Alan an envelope, David to the steering wheel. He didn't open it, smart man. Inside, I'd written 3 words in my neatest handwriting. A gift from your son.
David called at 6 a.m. I was awake. I hadn't slept. "What the hell is this?" His voice was shaking. Not anger, shock. "You found it," I said. "Found? The car's in my spot. There's a note, and the brake line is—" He stopped, breathing hard. "Jesus Christ!" "Keep reading." Silence. Then a sound I'd never heard from him before. A sob. "He did this?" "Check his phone records," I said. "Number ending in 4732. That's her, the girlfriend. They've been planning this for 3 months." "How do you—" "Because I listened," I said. "While you paid his rent and called him son, I was paying attention." More silence. I could hear him breaking. Good. Marcus came upstairs at noon. I was drinking coffee at the kitchen table. He looked like he hadn't slept either. "Where's the car?" he asked. I took a sip, let the silence stretch. "Mom?" I wasn't his mother, never was, but he used the word like a shield. "Your father has it," I said. His face drained. "What?" "He's at the police station right now, filing a report. They're very interested in the brake line and your girlfriend. Conspiracy to commit murder. Turns out that's serious." He grabbed the counter. You can't." "I didn't do anything," I said, calm, cold. "You did." He opened his mouth. Nothing came out. I stood, walked past him, stopped at the door. "One more thing," I said. He looked at me, pale, shaking. "Your father's will, I'm the executor now. He changed it this morning." I smiled. "Guess you should have been nicer to me." I moved out that week. Not because David asked me to. He begged. But I was done. Done with men who raised monsters. Done with playing mother to wolves. I took the ring, the car, repaired, brake line new, and I drove. I don't know where Marcus is now. Prison, maybe. Rehab. Disowned. I don't care. Some people mistake silence for weakness. I let them. Right up until I don't.